Alrighty, guys, my name is Tanish, and let's discuss me some Attack on Titan. Tonight we'll be discussing the theme of war in Attack on Titan. Let's get started.
So our story begins with a little slave girl going by the name Ymir of the Eldian clan. One day it would turn out that Ymir would possess the power to transform into a giant monster known as a Titan and create new Titans by turning members of her clan into them and control them. Such would be the power of the founding Titan. The Eldian clan would eventually use her to spearhead their campaigns and end up gaining dominion over the entire world, with Karl Fritz being its supreme ruler. As for Ymir, she would become wife of Karl Fritz, but still treated like a slave, and she would eventually birth 3 children, whose descendants would end up becoming the royalty that would rule over the Eldian Empire for about 2000 years. The Eldian Empire would reign supreme for 2000 years until the 145th king, who decided that there was enough bloodshed. He would take a few Eldians and move to Paradise Island, leaving the remaining Eldians in the mainland, and leaving the other countries to be free. The countries that grew to be free would still end up hating the Eldian Empire for what they did to them for those millennia. And so, the Eldians that did remain would end up being treated with such discrimination that they would be kept within concentration camps and turned into Titans if they ever dissented. A few of them were Titan shifters that were supposed to serve their country. But how do you control such powerful members and people? Simple. You subject them to propaganda. Such is the theme of any country that wants to maintain stability, but also desires to treat such a race with such brutality. And so the Eldians were made to hate themselves, and they loyally served Marley. But Marley would end up becoming an empire, and they would use the power of the Titan shifters to invade other countries, those that suffered the same fate of Marley as the empire that Marley once hated. Thus, Marley ended up becoming the very empire that Eldia once was, the difference being that they did not possess the founding power that could control Titans. That belonged to Paradise Island, which was one of the reasons why Marley attacked Paradise Island, with a few of its shifters like Rhino. Rhino would eventually become one of the few soldiers to realize the truth about Eldians, that they were people like him. But alas, regardless of how morally wrong he felt his country's choices were, he decided to serve the country anyway. Such is the theme of any soldier who would serve their country, regardless of how morally disastrous it would become. But this would not go unseen, as they would create a new monster in Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager would eventually, after being treated with misery by the Marleyans, thanks to their invasion, would eventually become the monster that would destroy most of humanity. Such is the consequence of such wars. Thank you.